Wars are usually started by ambition. This one was started by silence. A king died. A throne stood empty. And ravens flew across the realm carrying lies wrapped in royal seals. When one of those ravens reached Winterfell, Cregan Stark read it once. Then threw it into the fire. King Viserys Targaryen had died quietly in King's Landing. Too quietly. In the south, whispers moved faster than truth. The king's son, Aegon, was crowned in secret. The bells rang before the realm was told. But in the north, secrets do not survive winter. Another raven followed. And another. Each told a different story. Cregan Stark did not respond. He summoned his council instead. Winterfell's great hall was cold that day. Lords and envoys stood beneath banners of grey and white. The air smelled of pine, iron, and old stone. Some urged caution. The north had no dragons. No fleets. No reason to bleed for southern crowns. Others reminded him of oaths. House Stark had sworn loyalty to Princess Rhaenyra years earlier. When she was named heir before the realm. Cregan listened. He always listened. Then he asked a single question. Who is the rightful heir? No one spoke at first. Then the answer came, quiet but certain. Rhaenyra Targaryen. Cregan nodded. The north keeps its oaths. Cregan did not rush to war. That was never his way. Instead, he sent envoys south, carefully chosen men carrying terms, not threats. When they reached Dragonstone, they met a queen surrounded by dragons. And desperate for allies. Cregan's terms were simple. A pact. Ice and fire. His son Rickon would one day marry Rhaenyra's heir. The north would remain loyal to the Iron Throne. But only if its honor was respected. Rhaenyra agreed. The pact was sealed. And the north chose its side. Cregan Stark did not march south for glory. He marched because a realm that breaks oaths invites chaos. If kings could lie. If succession meant nothing. Then no promise in Westeros mattered. Not even the ones that protected the north. This war, Cregan believed, was not about dragons. It was about truth. Instead of sending his full strength, Cregan made a brutal decision. He called for volunteers. Men who were old. Men who had lived full lives. Men who knew they would not survive another winter. They came by the thousands. Fathers. Veterans. Hunters with frostbitten hands. They called themselves the Winter Wolves. Men marching south to die. So the north could live. Cregan stood before them as they gathered. He did not promise victory. He promised remembrance. You go south, he said. So our sons do not have to. While the Winter Wolves marched, Cregan remained in the north. Some called it cowardice. They did not understand. The north could not be left leaderless. Not during war. Not with winter approaching. Cregan ruled. He supplied the wall. He strengthened the coasts. He prepared for famine and invasion. And he waited. The dance of the dragons consumed the realm. Kings fell. Queens burned. Dragons screamed as they died. The Winter Wolves earned a terrible reputation. They did not retreat. They did not surrender. They fought like men who had already accepted death. South Ron lords learned to fear the sound of northern war horns. And still. Cregan waited. When the final ravens arrived, the war was over. Rhaenyra was dead. Aegon too was dead. Dragons were nearly extinct. And the throne belonged to a boy. Peace, the South said. Cregan Stark did not agree. Justice had not been served. Oaths had been broken. Murders had gone unpunished. And too many powerful men had survived by choosing the right moment to betray. Cregan did what he had always done. He called the banners. This time, he would march himself. The war was over. But the reckoning had not yet begun. As 8,000 Northmen marched south behind their lord, King's Landing prepared for peace. They had forgotten something. The North does not forget its dead. And Cregan Stark was coming to collect the debt. Next, the hour of the wolf.